When I jumped back into collecting Pokemon in 2022, I did what I do for everything. I went straight to Amazon and started impulsively ordering whatever I was obsessed with at that moment. And I got scammed. Hard. Hey guys, I'm Vax. In today's video, we're going to learn from my mistakes and explore the places to and not to buy Pokemon cards, especially for beginners. And make sure you stay until the end because we're going to do a lightning round of quick bonus tips for anyone who's new to collecting Pokemon. Be sure to like and subscribe and comment your favorite Pokemon below. So first things first, the don'ts. The good news here is there's actually a lot more do's than don'ts, but the don'ts can destroy your Pokemon journey. Here are 4 places to never, ever, no matter what, never, ever purchase Pokemon cards from. First on the list is Amazon. Now I know that sounds crazy because Amazon does have a ton of Pokemon product, and it's the obvious choice for anyone who wants to buy something to just jump on Amazon.com and order some stuff. But let me tell you, I've ordered Pokemon product from Amazon 3 times. Of those 3 orders, 2 times the product had already been opened and sorted through and then resealed. And the 3rd time it was just an obviously fake Pokemon card. But as a beginner, you don't know what's real and fake. So everything in the Amazon listing said it was real and I ordered it thinking it was real and it was so obviously fake. The biggest issue I have with ordering from Amazon is they allow third parties to list their products on Amazon, but it's really hard to tell what's coming from Amazon and what's coming from a third party. And those third parties are where the scams come from. If you decide to order from Amazon, which again, I highly advise you don't, but if you insist, make sure whatever you're ordering is being fulfilled by Amazon. That's the key to limiting the risk and making sure it's coming from Amazon and not from a third party. The pros to ordering from Amazon, it's Amazon. They have so much product, returns are easy, you can get your money back. Amazon's just easy. The cons, literally everything else. 9 times out of 10, there's going to be an issue with that product. It's just not reliable for collectibles. Number 2 is Etsy. We all know Etsy. Etsy's a great place to get fun things that are made by other members of the community. It's a really cool website. But for Pokemon, you're not gonna find real Pokemon cards on Etsy. Everything there is fan-made and fake. Now, albeit there are some really cool fan-made cards. And like I mentioned for Amazon, cards today are so crazy that if you're just getting back into the hobby like I was a few years ago and you're used to Wizards of the Coast base set Pokemon, it is so hard to tell what an actual real card is versus a fake card. So for beginners, it's just not a great place to start looking because you don't know what's real and fake and it will confuse you. It really confused me when I started. But fast forward now that I understand Pokemon a lot clearer, I actually just bought this fan-made card from TCG Pocket. If you play TCG Pocket, you definitely know what this card is. One of my all-time favorite Pokemon arts. But again, it's not a real Pokemon card. The pros to Etsy, you can find some really cool Pokemon products, whether it's fake cards or even things like this right here. I actually got this on Etsy. The cons, nothing's officially licensed. In essence, it's all fake. Now, next to you may laugh at me, but I have seen people do this, so I just need to mention it. Craigslist. What? I know. Who orders on Craigslist anymore? Like, for real, picture the kind of person you would be meeting if you bought something off of Craigslist. It's not the kind of person you're gonna wanna be meeting. I've looked on Craigslist multiple times just to confirm this theory that you should not buy on Craigslist, and I have only ever seen fake cards. All you're seeing are first edition Charizards. All you're seeing are first edition Neo Genesis Lugias. The cards that everyone wants, and all the listings are, found this card in my old childhood binder, no idea what it's worth, $200 or our best offer. You don't think someone's Googling the price of a card like that to understand its value. So the pros of Craigslist, you may find a deal, but probably not. Cons, fake products, scams, theft, identity theft, the list goes on and on. Do not do Craigslist. Trust me, it's not worth it. And the last one for whoever needs to hear this, don't buy things on random websites. It sounds silly, but I've seen people complaining because they got scammed on these random weird Pokemon websites that I've never even heard of in my life and don't understand why anyone would even click. The pros of a random website, you may actually get your order. The cons, they steal your information, identity theft, fake products, scams. Again, why are we doing this? And I know the answer why we're doing this actually, because I was there too. The answer is you have no idea where to order Pokemon cards. It's so weird. Like there's no Pokemon.com to go and order your Pokemon cards. So where do you actually buy them? We're gonna answer that question. But first I wanna touch upon some places that you can buy cards, but I would not recommend as a beginner. First is actually the officially licensed Pokemon website, and it's not Pokemon.com. It's actually PokemonCenter.com. In the internet age, it seems logical to just go to the company's website and order the product you want. I mean, that's what we do for everything. But remember when Pokemon first came out, and a lot of us who are still into Pokemon started collecting, no one was ordering online. You went to stores and you bought it in person. Fast forward to today, actually 2 years ago when I started collecting Pokemon, and not emotionally mature enough to go into a store and buy Pokemon cards confidently, I went to the internet. I didn't want to go to a real store and buy Pokemon cards and get all the looks and judgment. And I already learned my lesson from Amazon. So the next best place for me to look was right to the source. PokemonCenter.com, the official Pokemon website. They can't be fake on the official Pokemon website, right? Right? Well, I was right, they weren't fake, but they're also like impossible to get. So PokemonCenter.com carries unique exclusive products stamped with a Pokemon Center stamp, which makes them way more valuable, and they're in super limited supply. Now they also do carry regular product, but that's also in super limited quantities. All the scalpers and mature collectors immediately jump on Pokemon Center when a new set releases, or even when the pre-release comes out, and order everything. So if you're a new collector and you're just trying to learn about the Pokemon cards, you're never gonna get cards here. One, most of the Pokemon Center products are much better kept sealed because they become really valuable. So as a new collector, it doesn't even really make sense to buy it there. But also it's just a digital war zone, and it's not something as a new collector you wanna get involved in. So the pros of ordering from Pokemon Center, it is really cool, unique product. It's 100% legit as it's coming directly from the factory. But the cons, it's very, very hard to get, low quantities, everyone's buying pre-release, and most of the product is better kept sealed. Not ideal for a new collector. So the next place I want to touch on is eBay. Everyone knows eBay for collectibles. I'm sure as a new collector you have gone on eBay and you've looked at cards, but I want to lay the foundation for my case as to why it's a bad place for beginners to buy Pokemon. And the bottom line is you need to know what you're looking for. eBay is such a specific marketplace that you're searching for specific items and products. If you don't know a lot about Pokemon cards to begin with, how are you even going to know where to begin to look, let alone what's real and fake and what's a fair price? And just to plug here too, if you are shopping online and you need help understanding the difference between real and fake cards and how to spot it digitally, I've linked a great video I made here that will really help you. In order to buy on eBay effectively, you need to understand the Pokemon market, value of cards, and what a good deal is. People overprice cards on eBay like crazy. I impulsively bought cards that I thought were a good deal and realized I paid 3 or 4 times what they were supposed to be just because I didn't know. So the pros to buying on eBay, every Pokemon product you can imagine is listed on eBay. There are seller ratings, so you have an idea if someone's trustworthy or not, and sometimes you can get good deals with auctions. The cons, it does require some serious Pokemon knowledge to buy effectively on eBay. It's really better if you're looking for a specific card or product versus just looking to get into the hobby. And there's also a lot of fakes and scams. Not something I want a new collector to have to worry about. So the last place I don't advise beginners to buy Pokemon cards at, Facebook and Facebook Marketplace. This is really along the same exact lines as eBay. You need knowledge to understand what you're looking at and if it's a good deal or not. Now, the additional risk factor with Facebook is there's no third-party verification, so scams are a lot more likely because people can disappear right after you buy from them. Facebook's literally like the Wild West of buying Pokemon cards. So the pros of buying from Facebook, there are no transaction fees, so you can get better deals. There's a lot of options, and if you're a part of Pokemon groups, there's some networking involved, so you can build relationships with other people who do enjoy Pokemon as well. The cons though, no buyer protection, lots of scams, lots of fakes. It definitely requires some Pokemon knowledge. I do just want to plug something here too. If you're buying Pokemon cards without a platform and you're buying them person to person, in any situation, always use PayPal goods and services. Do not use PayPal friends and family, cash, Venmo, anything like that, because there's no protection for you. Goods and services offers buyer protection, so if you do get scammed, you can contact PayPal, you can plead your case, and 9 times out of 10, you can get that money back. That has saved me a couple times, so I definitely recommend, if you want to go down this rabbit hole, PayPal goods and services. So now that I scared the heck out of all of you into never buying Pokemon cards again, let's look at the actual safe places and the places that you totally should buy your Pokemon cards from. Local card shops. These are my absolute top of the list favorite place to buy Pokemon cards. Not only are you getting Pokemon cards, but you're also supporting local businesses and your local community and supporting your hobby. But the downside is not everybody has access to local card shops in their communities. A couple reasons why I think this is a great place to start as a beginner. They generally have a great selection of product with a mixture of sealed and new product coming out, and also vintage and singles that you can buy. There's this community feel when you're shopping at a local card store. You can meet some fellow collectors, talk about hobbies, learn some things about Pokemon. It's just a cool place to network. And the staff is almost always super passionate about Pokemon and willing to help, and also very knowledgeable. And that's a great way to build relationships with people who are knowledgeable in the industry. And if you build relationships with the right people, they'll start to hold cards for you, call you when product gets in, give you deals on things. It's just an awesome atmosphere. So the pros at shopping at a local card shop, you're supporting a small business, you're meeting other collectors, you have access to events and tournaments that they may hold. The cons I can only think of is you have to do it in person. And you know, let me tell you right now, learning from my mistake, there's nothing wrong with enjoying Pokemon. Go out and buy it. Celebrate what you're passionate about. It doesn't matter. If people are judging you, that's because they're insecure about their own stuff and they've got their own things to worry about. Don't worry about what other people think. You're gonna find out that actually more people also enjoy it than don't. So the next place that I recommend, if you don't have a local card shop or you don't like that idea, the bigger retail stores. Now you can buy from them online or in person, and my favorite retail stores to go to are Target, Walmart, and GameStop. You can also try BJ's, Costco, Best Buy, but I've just found for those the stock is much more limited. It's a lot harder to get product. I've bought in person and ordered online from all of these carriers, and I can say I've never had an issue. So it's definitely a safe place. You're always going to get your product at MSRP. The only caveat to this is because it's strictly MSRP, it's prone to scalping. In the Pokemon market right now, scalping is everywhere. You can't get cards anywhere. But from a general rule of thumb, these are great places. They're going to have stock. It's a great place to just start buying product, opening some packs, and learning what you like and don't like. Pros of buying at big retailers: convenience, guaranteed authenticity. They've got a wide selection of product. It's the most current product, and it's always at MSRP. The cons: you have to deal with all the scalpers and the limited supply and stock that comes with this. Unfortunately, that's a reality shopping anywhere for Pokemon cards nowadays. It always will be a problem, but I've never seen it like it is right now. So hopefully the Pokemon company will increase printing and fix this problem so scalpers kind of step back a little bit and we can actually get product again. Let's just assume they're going to do that, because otherwise we're going to have to turn to Etsy and start collecting fake cards. If you do like the idea of buying online, a fantastic place to buy is TCGplayer.com. Now, they're exclusively an online retailer, but the beauty about their website is they're a platform for local card shops to list their product online. It's a very large community of local card shops and some individual sellers all selling product, but it's all funneled through TCG Player, so it's a lot more reliable and trustworthy. They have every single thing you could possibly imagine, but it's not MSRP. It's current market value. I do have some tips, because although this is a great place, there is still the potential to get scammed. There are 4 things that I look for in a seller. You want to make sure it's a certified hobby shop. It has a gold star rating, 100% customer satisfaction or very close to that, and 10,000 plus successful transactions. Those are the only shops I buy from to assure that I'm not going to get scammed or it's not going to be a fake product. And I've never had an issue. The pros: very large inventory. The condition of the card is listed. And if you follow the guidelines that I just talked about, you're buying from very reputable sellers every single time. The big con here is the way the platform's built. You actually don't usually see the specific product that's going to be sent to you. For example, if you're looking for a base set Charizard, it'll show you what the card is you're searching for, but then all the actual listings don't have the image of the specific card that you would be buying. So condition can vary very slightly here, but I've never had an issue where someone said it's near mint and it was damaged or anything like that. Like I said, these stores are very reputable, so usually they're very honest about what they're selling. And the other con is everything's listed at market value and not MSRP. And one more I just have to plug here before we jump to the lightning round are in-person events. In-person events, one, are just so much fun for new collectors to just fully immerse yourselves in the hobby and really see how big it truly is. And the big ones here are Collecticon, which is like the staple convention. But you also have Card Party, which is put on by Pat Flynn and his team at Deep Pocket Monster, which is a fantastic Pokemon YouTube channel. If you haven't checked it out before, definitely check out his channel. But actually, my favorite events are the local community ones that you can find just by Googling Pokemon events near me. Most of these are held at card shops, and they're just so intimate. There's local vendors, you get to meet local people. It's not crazy busy, but there's still a lot of product. It's just an awesome time. Pros of going to card conventions: you're networking, you're meeting people, you're building a community. It's super fun, and you've got a memory associated with any card that you purchase there. Cons: sometimes you have to pay an entry fee. I paid as little as $1. Most of them aren't crazy, but that is an expense. You do have to travel a little bit sometimes. It's just a little bit more of a commitment if you're new. It is definitely worth it though. So let's move to some lightning round tips for beginners who are just getting into collecting Pokemon. Buying Pokemon cards in person is always the way to go. If you do insist on buying online, watch out for the terms proxy and fan made. Both of those terms mean the card is fake. Always check seller reviews and ratings from anybody you're buying from online. Learn how to spot fake cards online. And again, I've got a great video here for that. Start with buying the newest sealed products just to get your feet wet and understand what you like, and rip some packs. Have fun, and welcome back to your childhood. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope it helped you as a new collector. Like I said, when I started, I was so confused. So I really tried to make a video about everything I didn't know that I felt you needed to know when you buy your first Pokemon cards. Don't forget to like and subscribe if this helped you. It helps me so much when you engage with the video, and I really appreciate it. This channel is dedicated to fun and engaging Pokemon content with lots of educational tips and tricks. And guys, I'll see you in the next video.